Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 4, which is entitled as Jnana Yoga. End of chapter 4. We'll see an overview of this chapter 4. Chapter 4 has totally 42 slokas, and in the first sloka, Krishna said, as a continuation of chapter 3, which is Karma Yoga, Krishna says here that I have given the same knowledge to the sun god Vivaswan, and Vivaswan instructed it to Manu, and Manu in turn instructed it to the Ikshvaku. And in the second sloka, Krishna said that over the period of the time, this succession, this parampara got broken, and the science of this yoga is lost. In the third sloka, Krishna says that therefore I am instructing, giving the same, what has been told and what has been lost to you, Arjuna. When Krishna said this one, Arjuna had a question. In the fourth sloka, Krishna said, as Arjuna asked a question, how is that you have given this knowledge to sun god Vivaswan, who is senior by birth? Because you and I are same age, Vivaswan is older, how could have you given this knowledge to him? And in the fifth sloka, Krishna said that I understand, I remember everything in past and present, but you don't. So starting from the fifth sloka through the 11th sloka is Avatara Ragasya, the secret of Krishna's appearance has been disclosed. So in the fifth sloka, one of the important questions is Krishna's birth is real or fake? So the answer was given in the fifth sloka that it is real. It is not fake. In the sixth sloka, the next question was asked is, what is the nature of Krishna's body? As when he descends into this world, does he loses any of his godly qualities? Answer was, nothing will be lost. He remains the same. And also, another question is Krishna affected by any of the modes, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, because the material world is mix of these three gunas. Spiritual world is free of these three gunas. Therefore, when Krishna descended, is he impacted by these three modes? Answer we saw in the sixth sloka is no. He is not affected by any of these three modes. And the third and another question, that the fourth question in the series of 6 questions, also answered in the sixth sloka itself. What is the cause of your birth? That is, I am born due to karma. Are you also born due to karma? The answer that Krishna gave in that sloka, sixth sloka, is ichcha, meaning by his desire, not due to karma. Then on the seventh sloka, question that has been answered is, when does it happen? Meaning, when do you appear? The response was, when the dharma decline and the adharma start increasing. And in the eighth sloka, what purpose you were born? That is, I born to finish my karma, and you said you're not born to finish your karma, then what is the purpose of you coming here? And the response is, to establish dharma, to annihilate the miscreants, and to protect the devotees, the sadhus. In the ninth sloka, Krishna said that one who knows my appearance, my activities, that person upon leaving the body does not have to take birth again into this material world. That is being told in the ninth sloka. Knowing the appearance and activities of his avatar, when a person is ready to leave, that person, what happens to that person and how that person is explained in the 10th sloka. And in the 11th sloka, not only that I have to come personally, my deity form are everywhere. That's out of my compassion. Therefore, I have descended into the Archa Vigraha in a deity form and satisfy the devotees as they worship me. So the next question which has been answered in the 12th sloka is, then if that is the case, then why do we see that people are still not taking up this one? They go to different places to worship. That is because of the misconception that people have that all spiritual paths lead to the same destination. So that particular thing is addressed in the 12th sloka. And in the 13th sloka, after explaining this one, Krishna says one should do their karma. Now the question comes, how do I know what my karmas are? And therefore Krishna said, I have created the 4 systems for people to follow. And by following this one, they can continue doing their karma. Then Arjuna's question is, how can the same person that you said you are the creator, you are not the creator, you created the 4 system, but you're not the actual creator? That's quite confusing. What does that mean? And that's been addressed in the 14th sloka. I am the primary cause for creating this 4 system, but I am not the cause for the differences that you see in this world, rich, poor, intelligent, ignorant, and so forth. Then in the 15th sloka, having said that so far, now Krishna supports the same thing in the 15th sloka. And in the 6th sloka, Krishna said, you need to know what is karma and what is akarma. 16th sloka. Because many people get confused with these terms of karma and akarma. Well, why it is so difficult to understand karma yoga? That has been answered in the 17th sloka, because karma yoga has this different things like karma, karma, vikarma. Therefore, everyone has their opinion of what they are and get confused with this whole thing. In the 18th sloka, Krishna says what it means by jnana, what it means by karma. In other words, one should see jnana in the platform of karma, and one should see karma in the platform of jnana. That explained in the 18th sloka. In the 19th sloka, karma is action which can be seen and perceived, but jnana is not an action. It is something which cannot be seen. So how can we see jnana and karma? And that has been addressed in the 19th sloka. So starting from the 18th sloka to 20th sloka, it's of same opinion with the same message that's been discussed, that how one should see karma as jnana. And the 21, 22 and 23, the 3 slokas elaborate the same concept further in more detail. That is, in the 21st sloka, Krishna says a person is not affected by the samsara because he does karma without a desire for the fruits of action. And in 22nd sloka, Krishna explains that there could be success or failure, but still this person is not affected by any dualities of the world as he performs his duty, karma. And in 23rd sloka, what benefit one gets is been explained. The benefit of disappearing of the karma, the action, and one completely sees every action to be jnana. Now in the 24th sloka, where Krishna says, what we have seen so far is to see karma in the form of jnana. But now what is being said is to see those things involved in karma itself in the form of jnana. That is the fire, ghee, havish, the doer, brahmatmakam, everything in that sense, in that knowledge. And then starting from 25th sloka onwards, there are various types of karma yoga has been explained. And one can take up any of these karma yoga as they are doing the other duties, but specialize or focus on that particular karma yoga in a more detailed manner. So in the 25th sloka, offering food, aradhana, lighting lamp, bathing the deities, decorating with flowers, all these things are one type of yajna. And in the 25th sloka, the second type of yajna is explained as the havish, the items that has been put into the fire, the homa itself. And the 26th sloka, considering the controlling of senses as the fire, into the fire offers their senses of eyes, ears, nose, etc. Those things has been told as another type of yajna. And the sense objects are offered into the senses, and the senses itself is offered into the fire called controlling of senses. These two types is explained in the 26th sloka. And in the 27th, there are another two sacrifices, yajna, has been explained. That is by offering jnana indriyas and karma indriyas. And another one is prana, the apana, vyana, udhana, samana. Those things into the mind called fire. And in the 28th sloka, there are 5 different yajnas has been explained. Dravya yajna, tapo yajna, yoga yajna, swadhyaya, jnana yajna. That is, dravya yajna have the performance of sacrifices with some material object, dravyam, some materials. Tapo yajna by austerity. Yoga yajna by doing a yatra, pilgrimage to sacred places. Swadhyaya yajna by recitation of the Vedas. Those things are mentioned. And in the 29th sloka, the pranayama, the purakam, kumbhakam, rechakam, are classified. The pranayama is classified into 3, and each one has been explained in the 29th sloka. And in the 30th sloka, where a question arises that does these practitioners, because the yajnas, the karma yogas that's been explained, the 14 types which has been explained, do they get a different result? The answer is no, they all get the same result, Atma Sakshatkara. Another question is, can these practitioners refrain from doing their nitya naimittika karma because they are doing this one? The answer is no, they still have to continue doing what they're supposed to do. And 31st sloka, by not doing this karma, one can never get any happiness in this world. Then what to speak of other world? Therefore, as long as we are in this world, one has to perform their karma yoga. And in the 32nd sloka, these many sacrifices that's recommended in the Vedas are all coming from the Lord Himself. So we can take it and practice as a tool to understand Atma. By understanding this and practicing this, one will be able to vision the self. And they will be liberated from this cycle of repeated birth and death. And then the rest, 33 to the rest of this chapter, where Krishna explains about the method, results and glories, who can attain, who cannot attain, all about this knowledge that is within the Karma Yoga. Those things are explained. So in the 33rd sloka, Krishna said, knowledge is better than the karma itself, because knowledge is what is going to destroy the sins, not the karma. So that has been explained in 33rd sloka. And 34th sloka, how do one get that knowledge? That is, by approaching a spiritual master, by serving the spiritual master, by inquiring appropriate questions, one can develop that knowledge. And in 35th sloka, accepting the shelter of a guru is the first item, and receiving that knowledge. By this knowledge, one will be able to see the karma as jnana. And in the 36th sloka, the power of this knowledge that's been received from a guru is being explained in detail. That is, even if a person is considered to be a most sinful of all sinners, even that person can cross over by this knowledge called boat. He can cross over this ocean of sins by the boat called knowledge. So following that, the question comes, but the ocean still exists? It's not gone away. Therefore, Krishna in the 37th sloka says, consider the sins to be like a dry logs of wood, and the knowledge to be the fire. And this fire of knowledge will burn those sins into ashes. So that's been addressed in the 37th sloka. Not only that, this fire of knowledge is so pure. That is explained in the 38th sloka. So over the period of the time, that person will be able to see the self. In the 39th sloka, a question arises. Over the period of that time could be long period. So it's not a short-term, quick result program. But 39th sloka explains, no, you can get the result very soon. That has been explained in the 39th sloka. It won't take longer time, not many lifetime. It can attain sooner in short period. And in the 40th sloka, Krishna speaks about those who doesn't have faith. What will happen to them? Opposed to those who had faith in the 39th sloka. That is explained in the 40th sloka. And in the 41st sloka is a nutshell of what's been seen so far. That is, the actions which was done before caused bondage. But now those actions will not cause any bondage because he is properly situated in self in proper knowledge. And in the last sloka, 42nd sloka, Krishna told Arjuna to use this knowledge as a sword to cut the tree of doubts. Therefore, get up and fight. And that concludes this chapter's summary. In short, first sloka to fourth sloka is a lineage of transcendental knowledge. The parampara has been explained. 5 to 10, the divine nature of Krishna's appearance. 11 through 15, Krishna is the creator and he is the cause of the force system. 16 to 24, understanding karma on the platform of jnana, that is, the two parts within the karma yoga, karma bhaha and jnana bhaha, is being detailed. 25 to 33, various sacrifices, that's part of karma yoga, is being explained. And 34 to 42, the methods, results and glories of attaining that jnana is being elaborated. With that, chapter 4 comes to an end. Om Tat Sat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Sastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Chaturto Adhyayah. Namaste. Hare Krishna.